finally back with another review. This time on the Spider-Man Classics, The Shocker! And before I get started in the actual review, I would like to apologize for not putting up any videos in about a month or a month and a half now. And I have told you guys this before, but it's mostly because I've been working on a new stop motion. And it is taking quite a bit of time, and it is a bit complicated. And since it is Electro, I have to work out how to make his lightning bolts shoot out, since I'm not going to be using any kind of computer or software to do that. But if you guys stay tuned at the end of this video, I'll give you a little glimpse of what the set and what it's going to look like. Not the actual in movement, but more like a view at the setting of Times Square that I've built. So anyway, back to Shocker. During the time that I've been gone, I got a lot of figures, which I will be reviewing. I think you guys will be interested in. And one of them was this Shocker figure, which I'm really happy to have. Previously, I only had the Spectacular Spider-Man animated series Shocker, which is right here. He is also a 6-inch figure, and you might have seen him in 2 stop motions, including a single one for him in a Sinister 6 video. But otherwise, he had pretty good articulation, good detail. I like the show, but he didn't exactly fit in with the rest of my villains for Spider-Man, considering that he looks all cartoony. But he did have elbow articulation, which this guy doesn't, which I'll get into later. And he also has better movement in the head, but he has no waist, while this guy does. But either one is great. I don't have a review for Spectacular Spider-Man Shocker. But if you're interested, you can tell me. I don't know, if one person wants to see it, I'll do it. Alright, back to Shocker. He is from the Amazing Spider-Man series back in 2006, which was a sequel to the Spider-Man Classics line. And it featured a lot of nice villains that we had never gotten before in the Classics line, including a Man-Wolf, the Definitive Venom, and a Hobgoblin. And all of those had really good articulation and did have their share of gimmicks, but none of them were as bad as the Shocker here, who has a lot of... Okay, he has 2 gimmicks, but they do impede a lot of articulation. And to be honest, I don't feel like there's much I can say about the figure, other than it looks great. The paint apps and the sculpt are top notch, as always, as Toy Biz had them back then. But you just get ruined by a lot of gimmicks, including a knob in the back, which just sticks out horribly. And you rotate it, and he's supposed to like vibrate around, as you can tell on the camera right there. And his other one is that you're supposed to plug in projectiles into his arms and shoot them out as if he's shooting out his vibrations out of his gauntlets, which is fine, but they just take away the elbow or the possibility of an ab crunch. And it's absolutely terrible upper torso articulation, but not bad, because then the legs have great, as always, the standard Toy Biz articulation with ankle pivots and everything. But as I said, the sculpt is really nice, and so are the paints. I really like the sculpt of his snake pattern, like I forgot what you call it, like a skin tight costume, whatever he has underneath. And then his brown jacket and his pants are all really nice. I have really nice black shading in between it. Everything looks really nice. And I think the camera's making the orange come out a bit more dark than it really is in person. But again, everything looks nice. You can see all the wrinkles, all the little cross hatchings, the stitching, the nice belts. The gauntlets are sculpted nicely. The gloves have the wrinkles and everything that you expect in there. And you know, it's all just kind of nice sculpt with taking away articulation, which is not too bad for the head. It kind of just stops right there because of a hunchback. But he does have a hinge to go all the way down. His arms do have bulges to go out, to go forward. He has bicep swivel, no joint at the elbow, no forearm, no wrist, no bend, and any fingers or anything. He does have a waist joint. He has T-jointed hips to go up and out. He does have snap. What was that? Anyway, thigh swivel, double jointed knees. Calf rotation, his feet go up and down. He does have a toe joint, and he does have an ankle pivot, which moves around very well. But anyway, yeah, that's Shocker right there. It is kind of a short review. As I said, I don't feel like I can say very much about him. But as promised, here he is. Here is a look at the newest setting, Times Square, for the new Spider-Man vs. Electro Stop Motion, coming soon. Alright, so here we have the New York City Times Square setting that I am using for my Electro fight in stop motion. You can see him right there. He is levitating with a flight stand, which I do think is a bit too obvious, but I don't think you guys mind if you see it just a bit in the stop motion. But here it is. It's all made of cardboard and a lot of printed out pieces. It looks, I think I put a lot of not a little bit of references and all the boards and everything. It's not exactly accurate to what it looks like in real life, but I think it's somewhat, you can tell just by looking at it. I have a lot of logos here, a lot of buildings. Actually did cut out and put glass in there, and some other ones like the Shield logo and Horizon Labs. I think this is the one from where Parker works at, and even got some paper inside the buildings, little details. And then I kind of just put in like these free what do they call it? Free little card thingies that you get at the comic book store when you go there. And then there's this tall building in the back. So overall, I think it doesn't look too bad. I think it looks pretty good for the setting of the stop motion. It does look pretty cool over there. And the lightning I'm using is basically just a bunch of twisty ties you can get either with big figures or back in the day with the Toy Biz figures. And they're these that I've just painted blue and purple, since that's what it looked like in the movie. And I'm still trying to work out how I want the effect to come out. It's kind of tricky to think about how I'll shoot out that much electricity and make it look like it's actually coming out. And I will be using the movie figures. And here's movie Amazing Spider-Man 2 Spider-Man. And I really did enjoy the movie. I thought the fight in Times Square was a bit shorter than I expected it to be, and ended in a different way. You know, with Spider-Man shooting the hose at him. I thought it was still pretty cool. And I'm over here trying to interpret in my way how it would go out, or how it would turn out. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the review. And I do apologize if it seemed more like a hey, I'm back kind of video. And I was kind of tired at the time of doing the review. But now, you know, I'm ready to get back into the animation. I can't promise I'll keep doing reviews on figures lately, because I might just do it randomly just so I can put a video out. Or maybe just because I want to. But anyway, the stop motion will be coming out soon. I think I can't give a certain date. But anyway, since summer is approaching a lot quicker and school's about to end, I will have a lot more time to do stop motions and videos. So yeah, you can look forward to that. And this has been Gato Perro. Goodbye. Or just bye. Bye.